Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Nyge, and I'm back with another video. How's everyone doing today? Hope y'all doing straight, you know what I'm saying? Hope you're doing straight. You feel me? Yesterday was 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? I stayed inside and went to sleep. I didn't really do much. You feel me? But hope y'all enjoyed y'all 4th of July and shit like that. I'm gonna go ahead and straight into this video though. Let's get it.
Don't
Stop!
Don't touch
Okay.
me!
Shower! What is wrong with you?
Hey, hold on.
This officer just broke.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Oh, that's me? What the fuck?
This woman, and his supervisor would tell him off completely.
Stop. Time out. Go back there.
On January
You getting
5th,
fired.
2019, Louisville police officers stopped a vehicle and removed the occupants on suspicion of drugs. But things quickly escalated when a trainee officer searched the female occupant.
Look at the hand correction. Hold on. Take that down. Slow that.
The officer searched the female occupant.
What's the hand? Around the stomach, yo. She looking around. He got his mouth open. Yeah, I probably don't even see him, but yeah.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out.
On that
Go back there.
So rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and let. Is that your daughter?
Damn, now the cop gotta be cool now.
He's trained.
Now the cop gotta be
trained.
cool.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually pat it
Actually,
down.
it's with male officers. It's supposed to be the back of the hand.
Yeah.
So as soon as he did it wrong.
The officer used his palm to run through the woman's body, and her discomfort was enough to force the supervisor to relieve him and apologize.
Ma'am, listen to me. Ma'am, can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Put his,
That's why.
I'm sorry.
They finna let him go with the drugs.
I thought only a female.
No.
I don't have anything on me. But
Ma'am.
only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our hand.
That's a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him.
Is that him
told
right
to go
there
to the
walking
car.
around?
Okay. It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay.
Oh, I got an ad already. I can't be
Is that your daughter in the car?
That's my
Niece? Alright. I know she's probably a little worried. If you want to let her know everything's okay. Alright. You okay, ma'am?
You're violating.
Listen.
It was just I've never had nobody.
I know.
It was awkward.
She having a whole
As
nervous
soon as I
breakdown.
saw it, that's why I stopped her.
Oh,
And I want to
shit.
personally apologize
She's
to
shaking
you,
too?
okay?
Oh, man. Damn.
I want to personally apologize.
The woman
Lawsuits.
eventually sued the city,
Yeah.
alleging the trainee officer groped her buttocks, and she was ultimately given a $50,000
Damn.
settlement. But the next officer manhandled a naked woman.
Oh, she naked.
No, it's not in the fucking shower. What is wrong with you?
And his partner would ensure he lost his job. On March 25th, 2015, a woman named Esmeralda Rossi was having a shower in her home when her daughter informed her of two officers at the door. Rossi grabbed a towel and met the officers, who confirmed they were investigating an alleged domestic dispute between Rossi and her estranged husband, who wasn't in the house. So she informed the officers to wait at the door so she could get her phone. But Officer Doug Rose ran after her, telling her to stop or risk getting arrested, which is when Rossi's daughter began recording.
Do you want to go to jail tonight?
I'll
take her to jail tonight.
No, for
and
what?
I'll get statements from those two
What?
over there when I get back over there, okay?
Now, this back before police had body cams, too.
No, these are not.
Damn. Back then, before police had body cams, I know they was running that shit rampant, boy. I know they was
No, you
fucking
will
running the
not.
streets
I'm not doing
wrong.
anything. I didn't want to touch
They was doing all types of shit. Like, before the body cams, yeah.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Kidnapping. Yeah, they was doing all types of shit.
What is wrong with you? I didn't want to touch you.
You have absolutely no clothes on?
No.
She asked me, yeah.
Shower.
Uh-huh.
What is wrong with you?
That man wildin'.
Get
Get your mom some clothes.
I didn't want to touch you.
Go get your mom some clothes.
I didn't want to touch you.
After the incident, the other officer who was against Rossi's arrest immediately contacted his supervisor to raise questions about Rose's actions, as it was determined that Rose never charged the woman with a crime, never documented her arrest, and also failed to turn on
Why the hell he ain't step in?
his body cam camera. He retired in the middle of his department's investigation and was arrested.
I felt helpless. And honestly, I felt
Ultimately, Rossi sued the city of Arizona for the arrest and won a $125,000 settlement. But the next officer's inhumane actions towards a woman would get him arrested and sent to prison.
50 niggas.
You finished?
In January 2015, Las Vegas police officer Richard Scavone arrived at a strip to arrest a female for
Man, no fucking fat ass. Oh shit.
You finished?
In January 2015, Las Vegas
You know, fat ass dude and revolvers, some ugly ass shits.
police officer Richard Scavone arrived at a strip to arrest a female for allegedly loitering, but things escalated very quickly.
Hey,
You gotta listen to this shit.
come over here.
She's a loud screamer.
Get on. Put your hand behind your back. I got the taser out. Put your hand behind your back. Put your palms together.
Hell no.
Put my palms together if you got my hand.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. I'm gonna dump you on the floor in a minute.
Oh wait, guys.
Who do you think you're talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you
Yeah.
talking to?
What the fuck?
Talking to me? Spread your feet.
My feet are straight. Why do you have your hands on my back?
Oh shit.
Get the fuck off of me. You doing that? I don't give a so what? Take me out the take.
Down to the ground.
You doing all this extra shit for what?
Oh.
Get on your stomach.
Oh. Oh.
Had enough? You finished?
This is crazy.
You finished?
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a mean ass check. Okay.
E31
I don't care because there's a camera right down on the hotel.
You finished? You finished fighting me? Are you finished or no?
Dog, he shit with do shit. Yo, this cop
Stay
wild.
here. Shut up. Understand me?
But I gotta bend
no?
over on the damn thing. No.
Don't move.
Let me turn shit back up.
468. One time D Martin, south of Tropicana. What else you want to do, tough guy?
Go ahead and take me to
Yeah.
jail. That's all I want you to do.
You got it. What do you got here?
That's fine.
Better
Don't
take it
touch
and put it in it.
my-
Yo, oh my fucking god, yo. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Take this shit back. Take this shit back. Take this shit back.
Ever
Take that
got it.
shit
What do you
back.
got here?
Take that
Fine.
shit back.
Don't touch my.
Yo, this is a mean ass check right here. Oh my god, bro. She not even doing shit.
What the?
Ever pull away from me?
bro.
Everything is being recorded. You're using me for no reason, and you know that. I'm not doing shit.
Yo.
Ever pull
Did
away
he
from
bang her head again?
Reason, and you know that. I'm not doing shit.
Yo, he beat his wife at night, bro. He beat his wife, bro. He beat his
Ever
wife,
pull
his
away from me?
kids.
Understand me?
He beat everyone in his household.
Out.
Get off
Nah, going in the
Take it
bra.
out.
Don't touch my.
Nah, going in the bra.
What else you
Get
got?
off of me.
What else you got?
Get off of my. You're in my.
Yo.
What the?
Reach your anything while I'm talking to you.
Off of me.
God damn, bro. Shh. Okay, that's why she's screaming like that. Okay, that's why she's screaming like that. Let me take that down a notch, but. Yo. Oh, fuck, bro.
In the car.
Oh, fuck,
In the car.
bro. Oh, fuck, bro.
You're gonna what?
Bro, whoa.
Oh my god.
You're gonna
God damn. Oh my god.
what?
Who is this
What are you
nigga?
gonna In the car.
You. Ooh.
woman was initially charged with littering and loitering, but those charges were dismissed, and she sued the police department for excessive force, eventually winning a $200,000
Nah. 4M. 4M's.
settlement
you
for
talking
permanent
about?
injuries to her face, teeth,
Nah.
neck, and back.
Fuck all
Officer
that.
Richard, who was an 8-year police officer, was fired from the police force as the first officer dismissed for conduct revealed on body camera footage. He was
Dog.
sentenced to 1 year in prison, 1 year of supervised
1
release.
year in prison? Dog, you need about 4-5.
A $20,000 fine, and 300 hours of community service.
This
However,
nigga's,
after his release, he was hired as a security guard at a bar, where he punched a patron in the face, causing serious injury that required a metal plate. He was charged with 2 counts of assault with intent to cause physical injury. But this officer was so creepy that he locked himself in his squad car just to get
What the fuck this nigga doing, bruh?
some action with
I have never seen a police get in the back of a police car. I have never seen this before. This is the first time I've ever seen a police officer in their own back seat. In the back seat of a police car.
the female suspect.
All right, sir, step out of the vehicle for me.
What the fuck, bro?
If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. On August 14th,
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. You got me. You got me.
2023, San Diego police officers were called to an ongoing car theft incident involving a male and female suspect. And while one officer transported the male to jail, Officer Anthony Hare was tasked with transporting the female to jail. But those plans would change pretty quickly.
Are you married?
Why are you asking that?
Yeah, I know you're not. This is 2023. But I know you're not going.
What do you mean? I'm cool to you.
What is it gonna hurt you if I were to sleep with that? You know what I mean? Like, that's what if I were in your shoes, head south on Denver Street.
Me? Once in a while.
You asking personal questions right now. You need to be taking
Whatever.
ass to the jail.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I remember. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're not. Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now. What's going on?
Both the officer and the female suspect engaged in rather suggestive conversations, but everything was still going according to plan. However, something interesting soon happened.
This must have been a long drive. This one 118 to like 133. This is a long ass drive.
Minutes into the drive, Officer Anthony turned off his body camera and got off the road.
Nah. Nah.
To a street corner where he parked. It wasn't immediately clear why he did this, but 20 minutes later, he would call another officer claiming that he had locked himself in the back seat with the female suspect.
Oh no, bro. I know you
And
fucking
an hour
lying.
later, another officer would let him out.
All right, sir, step out of the vehicle for me.
Nah, this is like code 4. Nah, they got a code for this and everything.
Okay, hold on, let me turn my camera on. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay.
What you mean she's code 4? What's code 4?
Being locked in the back seat of his own cruiser with a skimpily dressed female suspect for over an hour wasn't a good look for Officer Hare. So investigators questioned him on his actions, and he claimed she was having a medical emergency. So he went over to help her and mistakenly locked himself in.
Okay, you mind just showing us?
Don't the cars themselves, don't they got cameras in them?
So I was like this.
you want me to see how she was laying down, or
how you
Bro,
got
look,
how you
look at his face, bruh.
and then you want me to see how she was laying down, or
Right, trying to convince himself. Oh, hey, ass nigga.
how you ended up inside.
so yeah. So she was laying down. Her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay?
Nah.
She didn't. So her head was facing towards that way. And then so this is when I was shaking her, and then this is when I went in. But then I don't know if I had my hand like this, and then
he went in that bit.
Kicked it with my foot like that.
Yeah.
And then I was in.
Yeah.
I was waking her up like this.
We know how you was.
Yeah, I was like this, waking her up. While I was waking her up,
You was doing the Johnny Sands impression.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so yeah, I was like this. And then when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this. And I already knew that there was no door handle, but I was just like frantic. I was like, I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
So
Turning off his body cam, parking at a dark residential street, and then entering the other side to get the female medical help seemed heavily suspicious of Officer Anthony. As investigators eventually found traces of on his belt, he refused to participate in a subject officer interview and resigned from the department shortly after. However, this officer decided to perform his creepy desires in front of his own camera.
So I asked her to ask him to ask them to put me up for the job.
And my hair is just like fuller, it's smoother, it's soft, my highlights stay intact. As far as
that's
my
nice, sweet.
In August 2017, Trooper Isaiah Lloyd initially stopped a vehicle for the driver's failure to wear a seatbelt, but then requested that she step out on suspicion of impairment.
I do know nothing. Swear to God.
Bruh, she got on short shorts with no pockets, bruh. What are you doing? Yeah, this nigga wild as fuck, and she going. Touching all up on her shit. Look at her lifting the shirt up. Shaking the tip.
The officer spent 15 seconds frisking the woman's lower region, even though she only had tights on. He performed his field sobriety tests and then released her with a ticket.
You hell as fuck.
But 3 hours later, he waited near her home and pulled her over.
Nah, you stalking.
Again, this time claiming.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. The biggest stalkers are police.
Her
They will
window
stalk
tint
you.
was too dark and
They will
accusing
stalk
her
you.
of reckless driving. Eventually, the woman sued the officer for stalking and groping her.
You know exactly where you live and how you moving.
The police department said his actions were inconsistent with training, but didn't require any charges against him. But this officer took his creepy behavior one step further by shooting adult content with an OnlyFans model.
Wow. That's an actual officer?
No.
On May 8th, 2024, Nashville police observed a sexually explicit video spreading online starring their police officer
Oh my god. No fucking way.
Sean Herman and an OnlyFans model.
Nah, bro.
No.
Alright, well, I got you going 65 and I'm 45 back there, okay? you have your license and registration on you?
I actually don't have it in this car, but what if I show you these?
Just then, the woman pulled down her top and Officer Sean groped her on camera. The police department determined that it wasn't an actual traffic stop, but they also determined that Officer Sean was on duty at the time of making the video and was also wearing his police uniform with
Bro was on company time with the police uniform on for real. I thought that was a fake one.
his badge on display. So he was fired the next day and arrested for 2 counts of felony official misconduct for taking part in the adult video.
Wow.
But this cop's lust for women was so bad that his fellow officers had to slam him to the ground.
Yo, you're not gonna come in my face, bro.
Back up. On December 5th, 2023, officers were dispatched to a gentleman's club after a man refused to leave and became confrontational with security.
Okay.
He's walking up to me and give me something. He didn't do
Okay, well, you're gonna leave.
this pussy right here. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, what did we do to you, bro? We just got here.
Talk to you, bro.
Sorry. Did we call Uber?
Huh?
Can we? I'm asking him. Yeah, can we call Uber?
Yup. Because guess what? I've been on this job longer than you've been on this job.
Okay, are we gonna call Uber? They don't want you on the property anymore.
We're good?
Huh?
Then you need to leave.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Charlie 701.
What you gonna do?
You're gonna leave. That's what's gonna happen.
Bro, what'd he say?
Really?
Hold on.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, look there, bro.
Charlie 701.
And what you
You're
gonna
gonna
do?
leave. That's what's gonna happen.
Really? Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yes.
What's up, tough guy?
That's the route you want to go, I promise you. And then you'll take the ride to county too. Really?
Copy 51 from 2700 block of Parker.
Just have you
What
leave.
you mean, how?
Obviously we're not, because you're coming out of a specific way, right? We're trying to ask you to leave politely. Instead you want to go. You're antagonizing it. Why? We just want you to.
There's a girl in there that he wants, and they're not letting her have him.
That's all we want.
They're not letting
All Detective Richard Velasquez needed
come
to
to
do
him.
was walk away and get a ride home.
So
but
he
his
ain't finna
superiority
leave
complex would
until
only
she
ensure
come
the night
outside.
ended very badly for him.
You have your phone in, sir?
He ain't finna
You
go.
called Uber?
Desiree, Misty, whatever
Yo,
her
you're
name
not gonna
is, she
come in
gotta
my
come
face, bro.
outside.
Back up.
My face, bro.
Back up.
Oh, shit. You was talking tough as hell, weren't you?
You heard? Sorry, medics. These cuffs don't fit.
I got flex stuff here. Grab them out of my back.
That's an exit.
In the police report, the officer who body slammed Richard reported that he reached into his left pocket where he noticed a
Whoa, wait a minute, wait, what? Let me see that. He said reach into his left pocket.
I got flex stuff here. Grab them out of my back.
He said when he reached into his left pocket.
In the police report, the officer who body slammed Richard reported that he reached into his left pocket where he noticed a black clip which potentially could have been a concealed firearm, hence the tackle. But even with a bleeding head, Richard still resisted the officers who would gladly add to his pain.
Oh, so it was a clip.
Alright.
I say clip.
Whatever. You don't want to listen. Back up. Back up. Stop resisting.
109 hours.
I want to go. Let it back up. I'm ready. Come on. Get him again. Ready?
Stop.
Hold on. There you go.
Stop.
21 from I'll receive that mail. Still landline?
He's back landline now after disconnecting. We're trying to get a better 20.
He was tased multiple times and afterwards charged with disorderly intoxication, trespassing, and resisting an officer without violence. But this officer took rejection too far as he beat up and kidnapped his ex-girlfriend for not taking him back.
That was a good car.
Oh my fucking god.
Ruined my life, man.
On December 26, 2022, Florida police officers were called by a woman claiming she saw a man dragging a woman by her hair across the street.
So you were sitting there, you heard them arguing and screaming.
You saw him dragging her across the street. Or was he dragging her towards the car, or was he dragging her away? Away from the truck. Okay.
So by the time I got it, and
how was he dragging her? By her hair? Okay, so white male dragging her by her hair. You heard an argument. That's all you heard.
I didn't hear the argument. I heard the screaming.
You heard the screaming, and all you saw was a male, a white male dragging her by the hair over there. And then why did he stop dragging her?
Because I screamed.
You screamed, okay.
I told him to let her go.
At that point, what happened?
He let her go.
Okay.
And then she ran in that direction.
And then he got into his truck and left?
And then he left.
Okay.
The officers tracked the victim down and discovered that the suspect was Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer Deke Brooker, who happened to be her ex-boyfriend, on whom she had a no-contact order. He punched and strangled her and then dragged her across the street. And with his identity confirmed, officers were able to track him down.
They got a dog on him too.
Out here for some misdemeanor bull. No!
You can't be hitting. You can't be hitting.
Dude, I cannot go back to jail, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna lose everything, bro. My house, everything. You have to let me out. Let me talk to your lieutenant, please. I need to talk to your commander. I cannot go back, man. I have to make money for my kids, man. I have 4 kids, bro. Come on. I can't go back.
You toxic ain't shit. You just damn.
Back to jail, man. Let me out, bro. I was a good person, man. Lived my life right. Made good fucking money. Became the police because I wanted to go into narcotics. Go into fucking narcotics. Do a good job of it. Meet this. Put bags in fucking jail. Fucking killers. Fucking killing people. Manslaughter. All this. Meet some. Now here I am. Man, I've fucking done good for the community. I've done good for the people. Saved fucking lives. Been in some shit.
All you did was give us tickets and freaking put us in jail. Shut up.
Fucking pursuit after pursuit after fucking pursuit. I was a good cop, man. And meet some. Ruin my life, man. I ain't giving you a hard time, bro. I ain't giving your commander a hard time, but it's bullshit. This is heartbreaking,
plenty fish
man.
out
I
in the
gave up
sea, bro.
so much for this fucking career, man. And here I am.
He was charged with domestic battery and tampering with a witness and was eventually sentenced to 75 days in jail and 48 months of probation. But these officers wanted to punish these women for soiling their ego, and they would do whatever it took.
Detained me for being in a phone.
Yes, because of the way you're acting. You need to go over there. No, I'm on a public beach. I'm on a public.
In August 2020, South Carolina police arrived at the beach after a call of an
Myrtle
indecently
Beach.
dressed woman.
Myrtle Beach, no.
So, why is it illegal to have a bikini on the beach?
I literally wear this to the beach every day.
Show you. We're going to show you. Absolutely. Did someone complain?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't just show up and tell everybody.
You defended her?
We just don't show up and throw people in handcuffs. I understand.
Turn right to it. Nudity display specific nominal parks and specific sexual areas prohibited. Shall be unlawful for any person appearing in the nude on any public beach access to the public waters or any public property in the view of the public.
I'm not
So
nude.
nobody's nude. There's nobody nude right now.
I'm not nude.
Okay, you're in a thong.
No,
Thong
okay.
is not
Thong
nude.
is not nude. All right. And of are nude. All right. Just and are nudity. A thong is not nudity. Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that.
All right.
It's underwear.
Having your exposed is not against the law, as long as it is not explicit manner. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, girls can technically have their titties out.
You put me in handcuffs for being in a phone.
As long as it's not explicit manner, and there's nothing explicit about this.
Where did you read where it says anything about I just read it.
Okay, nude, in the nude. This is not considered nudity. There is clothing covering their private parts.
You know what anatomical areas are?
I do know what anatomical areas are.
Expressing of the
No, it's not. Okay, well then there's other girls that have their exposed. So do the same thing to them. Go put them in handcuffs.
It's simple. Like if just because she has a bikini that is more revealing does not mean that she's in the wrong. There are other bikinis. Like look, I can see her.
Every bikini on this page shows why you're not illegal. Nothing in there says thong. Any quote unquote private parts are not uncovered. Or, yeah, none of our private parts are uncovered.
Where does it say? It doesn't say that. It says nudity.
I'm not nude.
There's no nudity going on here.
Yeah, take the cuffs off.
You're detained right now.
Because I don't. You literally detained me for being in a thong.
Yes, because of the way you're acting.
No.
What?
How was she acting? She did not.
This nigga on an ego boost.
Act irrationally.
No, I think you should. Yeah.
And I'm Bud.
Let's count the smiles.
I see one. What? You're just gonna sit here and argue with us? Why? Because you don't like the way we're dressed?
Okay.
Great.
The officers themselves didn't seem sure of the arrest and suggested that her resistance earlier bruised their ego and was the reason they wanted to keep her detained. And even their supervisor wasn't so sure of the arrest.
They called and told us that we're nude and that we can't be nude on the beach. We're not nude. I asked him to show me where it says I can't wear a thong. He said no. He told me that he wouldn't show me, and I said, okay, then we're done here. And then he put me in cuffs immediately. And then after that, they brought me over here, showed me their book, which doesn't say anything about being in a thong. It just says you can't be nude. So, I am not nude. Everything that is a quote-unquote private part is covered. You can't tell me I can't wear a thong. So, he needs to...
So here's the thing. When you have on a thong, Bob...
Hey, been detained right now for wearing a thong on the beach. She asked me to call you. It's her and Kendall.
With the exposure of anatomical parts, like what she has on, nothing she's not doing, that you can't
I don't know what she wants.
You can't tell us that. Anatomical parts could be my belly button. You can't just make things up at your discretion.
Listen, I'm not making. I'm telling you what the city ordinance is. I'm not just saying, hey, anatomical parts. That's what the city ordinance is.
Anatomical parts means a part of your body.
Right,
you
exactly.
can literally say it's anything.
Listen, but what she has on is not.
It's also not. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. It's not being displayed in an explicit manner.
Okay.
Okay. I'm with them.
Why he looking like, who the fuck is this nigga?
No.
Look at the hair.
Okay. I'm with them. No.
Okay.
He's not going away. No.
So let me go pull the city ordinance for it. Give me just a minute. Get everything printed out. I will show it to you. You cannot be out here with a thong. You have to have on the cover. It's actually $120 off the gate. Let me go get everything pulled up. Am I alright to take her out? Are you gonna cooperate? Are you gonna run away?
She's been cooperating.
I'm not going to run away.
The supervisor spent over 8 minutes looking for a code to validate his deputy's actions and claims, but he still couldn't come up with anything substantial, especially because it applied to everyone else on the beach.
Every other woman in here, because I can see her hair, I can see literally all of these girls' butts. I can see a lot.
Well, here's the difference. See how it's covered up still?
That girl in the white's just about the same amount of her butt as mine.
That's what's going on.
So
you have to have a cover.
Are there measurements? Yeah, is there a size? Or are we just making arbitrary?
They just say, can't be nude on the beach.
Like I said, they're wearing perfectly
Can you give us anything that's a better guideline, like in inches?
I don't know what it is about like being on the beach and like with girls or girls in general when it comes down to like it's being like them having like their tits out and their ass out. I don't really know the law between that. I don't think there is. I know there is, but I don't really.
No, but they're not though.
Know
Like, they might
how
be
the
an inch more
guidelines
than
are
mine.
between them.
Then you have to put on something. You cannot have a thong on this thing because you're exposed.
They kids out here.
Why is there?
So what's considered a thong? Because that's a Brazilian cut bikini.
We're not getting Brazilian
Well, it does matter because if I'm gonna go buy a bikini, I would like to know if I can wear it.
But our ordinance just says.
Okay, so then that's over there. So
Okay. It could be literally. This is my butt hanging out. That's what we're gonna say.
That's what it is.
Could be hanging out.
That's what it is.
So that's out too. So talk to?
That's what he's addressing.
Okay, so are we gonna talk? Are we gonna talk to every woman on the beach right now and decide? Like, can we bring them over and then decide what an appropriate term is?
We're not going to debate this back and forth. It is. I clearly told you what it means and what it is.
The girls were eventually allowed to leave without a citation. But this cop knew he'd be accused of doing something creepy, so he did this instead.
Your eyes are away.
Look at the tit.
Stop! Don't touch me!
Grabbing the arm.
This cop knew he'd be accused of doing something creepy, so he did this instead.
Your eyes are away.
Feeling the titties. Grabbing the arm.
Don't touch me!
I can search you, and that's what I'm doing.
Don't get a trophy!
Okay. No one's groping you. There's a little camera right there. Pay attention to it.
Little weirdo.
On July 25th, 2016, Amanda Hooten called police after she was rear-ended by another car. But upon arrival, the officers suspected she was intoxicated and performed field sobriety tests on her before arresting her for DUI.
Hey, I'm going to place you under arrest for DUI. Stop. Yes. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Don't make things worse, okay? Cooperate with them. Stop turning around. Hold still, okay?
Amanda claimed she didn't drink alcohol and was just shaken from the crash. But the real problem came when the officer patted her down.
All right, stop right here. Go ahead, widen your stance for me. Keep your feet up. Do you have anything illegal on you?
No,
okay, I said stay there for a minute. Stay there! Okay, I said stay there. You guys should be.
Nigga ain't got no badges.
I was trying to make things lighter.
Yeah, new cop.
Well, you're not, all right? And your balance is really poor.
Because I'm in shock, I'm shaking.
You have some other physical characteristics which are indicative of a controlled substance being
Can I ask
used.
what that is?
Yes, your eyes. Your eyes are the way. Stop!
Don't touch me!
I can search you, and that's what I'm doing. You do not pull away from me.
Here. You put me with my husband here.
Hey, I'm going to search you whether you
With
like
my
it or not.
husband here.
No,
You don't get a trophy.
Okay, no one's groping you. There's a little camera right there. Pay attention to it.
Touching the tits again.
Don't pull away from me again.
Touching this ball. Ain't touching nothing but titties. What's in your pocket? In the back pocket too. Both back pockets. Nasty one. Ain't got nothing in them shits.
I'd like to keep that clean.
What is that? A house key? Go ahead and keep that.
What I want you to do is I want you to come over here on the curb and have a seat.
Can I have a cigarette?
No.
Amanda sued the city, claiming
Damn.
Have a seat.
Can I have a cigarette?
No.
Damn, clean, get a cigarette? Shit. Damn, man. Fuck.
Amanda sued the city, claiming the officer groped her and wrongfully arrested her for DUI after a blood draw at the jail and hospital came back negative for traces of drugs or alcohol. The police department released a statement saying the department has only 3 female police officers and that the officer broke no laws. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these.
Yeah, this was a good video though. You know what I'm saying? But that's the end of it though. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.